And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Kill, kill, kill.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want to know. They don't want them to say, hey, check 3, check 3. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
45 the mic, 45 the mic. Watch the out, watch the out.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. From the gun, here's Watson. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's complete to Golden Tate as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Watson now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Maybe a free play for Watson. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? So that'll back him up 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, 31! 31's the mic. Oh, get off. 31's the mic.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Aguilar has it. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Watson. And an alley to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill, kill, kill. Yeah.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, it's White. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, Haywood. Hey.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, lock it. Hey, echo. Look at me. Zipper. Now.
From the shotgun, here's White. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Alert.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Blue day. Switch. Check.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Protein spill.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. White. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
45 the mic. And here we go. Watch the pass.
Here's Watson. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
On 2nd down and 4. Watson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 57 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
You draw quarter. Check 31. Check 31. Rock it. Rush in. Look, squeeze. Fire.
On 1st and 10, White. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
80 weapons.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 55, come on. Check 55. Hey. Go, D. Let's go. Mike.
Now White throwing on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On the draw, this is Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check 45 to Mike.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, Slayton. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Hey, check. Kill. Hey, 24. Line him, go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal. At the
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
I'm here all day. Check 3, check 3. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. At 55.
Another try for Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come out in the pistol.
Big stop, let's go.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And Rosas puts this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
First down, a run with Cohen. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
On first down, it's White. That is caught by Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
White looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
This is it. 19. No chance. 58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable for Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Got it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Yeah.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
And it's third down.
You ready? 452. They're not ready for this, man. Hey, exit. They're still playing soccer. Y'all playing wrong football. Ready?
To throw is White on third down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And the Bears first down.
Come on, set. 8, read. X3. 218, chop. Oh! Crunch. Get it.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Hey, Wahoo! Look at me. Zip.
From the gun on third down. White into a double team, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
I got you, boy. Say it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. Catch made by Slayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
Back to throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Joker. Check it out, read. 26. 45 the mic. 9 is up.
Throwing again is Watson. Being chased out left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
45. Ready to go. Mike 45. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Push him back. Hey, Charlie.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football, so there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Go.
Here's White. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Zimenez. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd and 13.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now White. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. White throwing on 4th down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 154. 45's the mark.
On first down, Watson. Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
forced out to his left. He'll run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run with Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
I got it. 45. 45. Hey, here we go. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. That's complete to Slayton. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey.
Here's White, throwing again. It's caught, Lockett. The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Under 10. 10, get it.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, White. And this is caught. He hits more. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Cohen. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I'm ready. Leo.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Snap.
On 2nd and 12, White. And going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. B.J. Hill in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now White. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. White now. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, here's White. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how